It'd be really nice if people quit buying the crap from our treasonous government right now. There is no reason that it takes years to get to trial. If this is a criminal system that is really actively trying to help the people, trying to solve the problems and get the criminals off the streets so that the people that are able to be free safely can do so, they're not doing it. They don't care about the true laws. All it would take is for them to simply make sure that they have the staff, they've got plenty of money. There should be no question as to whether or not you've got sound judgment. We the people created the system of the people, by the people, for the people, not for the system. Sound judgment is something anybody should have, not just an elected official. That is why we have the jury, to make sure that the jury, the people, are active and it's not just the system fucking you over. It's taking that power back into the people to make sure that it is a sound judgment and not just an institution fucking you over. When they take away the law to disguise the reality of the trial that you're supposed to be sitting for, they're intentionally depriving justice in the matter. No trial should ever be expected to be one-sided. So the criminal prosecution system absolutely is criminal. It should be a just determination of what happened in all regards and proper justice issued for all parties. Not a one-sided shooting at you. It's reviewing the events in its entirety. What happened, and are you a criminal that needs to be kept safe from society in regards to the fact that you cannot conform yourself within the laws enough that society can be safe. Your prison system's dedicated period of imprisonment? Nonsense. If the institution was actively actually trying to reform somebody, teach them a lesson so that they won't be that problem again, reasonable. They're not. You look into the prison, you find that there is worse crimes happening right underneath of the noses of those officers than there are on the streets, because they do not care. Even though they have absolute control over that environment, stripping them of every reality that is a modern society staple, treat them worse than cattle. All that is breeding more contempt for that system. There are several pieces of the puzzle that too many have learned how to exploit. It is time that that ends. These people do not have the brains to think for themselves and are feeding off of everybody that does and destroying our progress as a human race. It needs to stop. We've got the solution for all of the problems and have had it for over 20 years now. When DARPA and IBM made that supercomputer out of diamond graphene, graphene, they were fully aware of its capabilities. All it would take is just to assemble a diamond block that can lock onto its neighbors and you can emulate anything ever built. Virtual reality, more accurate than you can perceive, with one controlling program to identify every will and serve it actively. You fulfill all of Asimov's principles. It does not matter if a single bot or several bots get destroyed in the process, as long as the code and the collective purpose is served actively to progress humanity exponentially as it may choose, and not leave us ever questioning whether or not we may be the subject of another's will unless it is mutually decided. It doesn't take anything for a wise person who knows what they're doing